So it's been a year since I sent out an email to everybody I knew, telling them I was trying to raise $30,000 so that I could build a health clinic in honor of my mother in Isiolo, Kenya. And the email got forwarded all over the world. In 2 months I went and we started construction on the health clinic. We arrived to Kenya on a Sunday. Monday we worked to mobilize the community. Tuesday we held a meeting and the community blessed the clinic.
I'm saying we also want them to tell us where they think is best for our clinic. So the 2 center points which are already here are going to come to that spot.
They are marking the grounds. They are trying to mark the grounds. That's like when they mark it and they agree, then that is where they want it. So it will be like it's like telling us this is where we want the clinic.
Wednesday, construction began so early that I slept through the groundbreaking. The speed of the project helped reaffirm Mama Hope's belief that real change comes from the communities themselves.
Having the clinic here, it will give us really the chance to give the community the services that they need. In fact, initially we were referring to our dispensary, of which doesn't have the required services at all. But having the new clinic will have all these services which will encompass, especially the management of the opportunistic infections.
And this July, barely a year after, we're opening the clinic and starting construction on an irrigation project with the goal of bringing sustainable source of food and water to the same 50,000 people that the clinic will serve. Last summer when we were leaving, we asked the project what was the most important thing to them, and they said water, because right now they were depending on handouts from big organizations, and with a policy change that food could be gone. The whole entire point of Mama Hope is that we are listening exactly to the project and then delivering them the resources that will allow them to be efficient and take care of their communities. While my mom was sick, she would always talk about going and visiting this orphan Bernard that she sponsored in Kenya. And so shortly after she passed away, I was offered this opportunity to go to Kenya, so I went to meet him. And within the first couple of days that I was in Kenya, I was thinking, like, what is it that you do with all the leftover love that you have for someone after they're gone? Because it's something that will just kind of keep you awake at night. It's a lot of energy. I wanted to give back. I wanted to give it to these people. So Mama Hope started out being a testimonial to my mother. What it's turned into is a full-on community effort. We have people of all ages coming up with innovative ways of getting involved and helping the people of Isiolo.
I came up with the idea of selling the lemons when me and my friend Oscar Hartzog were selling lemonade and lemons. And then when my mom told me about Mama Hope, we decided to sell lemons and try and earn a bit of money. This is our lemon tree. We've had it for quite a few years, and we use the lemons quite a lot for pancakes, and my mom is very fond of it.
We just talked about it. It's just one of those things where children don't know that these things are happening. They don't, they don't know what is going on, and very often maybe we don't actually sit down and discuss how well off we are and how lucky we are.
We're hosting a benefit with 4 alternative rock bands to play, and
they all volunteer.
Everything is practically donated.
All the profit that's going to be made here tonight is going to go towards that, so we're really stoked to help some people out.
That's what we do. We help people out all the time.
The kids actually approached me. They came to me and they had a kind of a broad idea of what they wanted to do. They came and they said, we want to raise money to help children in Africa, this sort of thing. And with Nyla's help, we were able to focus them a little bit more, like think about helping just one small group.
These are our Val bracelets.
They're $2 each and they raise money.
Yes. We sold about 200 of them for $2 or more. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And it says Val Visions of the World, which is our club.
We are going to the Buffalo Exchange on Valencia Street to sell some clothes. All the money is going to go specifically to the water irrigation program. I think Mama Hope is different because they work directly with the people. Mama Hope trusts that they can make their own budgets and they know how much food they need, they know how much water they need to get them to a place where they can do it on their own. I was going to do it before, but then we were trying to think of ways to come up with money, and I was like, well, that's a quick way to get a couple $100 or something.
For Valentine's Day, we decided to do a fundraiser to fund Mama Hope because we were inspired by Nyla and what she was doing, and we did many different kind of crafts. So you could sit down and paint a pot, and then you could get candy, put it in a wrapper, put it on the inside, or you could make these little rosebud candy kisses.
My fiance and I are getting married, and we decided that we're going to donate on behalf of all the guests at our wedding. I feel like when donating to Mama Hope, I really have a personal connection to the project and to helping the people, and that what I'm donating actually goes directly to the people, and I get to see the progress.
Well, I got these cards when the kids were still at school, and then I read the story to everybody, and I just had chills because I just had never, in all my experience of donating, had I ever had something like this where I felt like what I gave actually went to something that I could see, that I really could see. I could see, oh my gosh. We looked at the pictures, and the kids were laughing, you know, they're so cute, and that there's this cat and these things that my 3-year-old would draw. My kids would draw pictures like this.
I thought, number one, it's good purpose. Number two, my mom is doing a lot. I think my dad did some. I don't know, but I'm really hoping he did.
It's one of those things where so little can go so far. At our cocktail, we probably had, I don't know, like 30 people there, and no one gave more than $20, and somehow we had $400 when we walked away.
Right now, we're looking for any ideas that people have to help raise this $50,000. We want to see how a community is coming together because that's the real way to affect change.
There's multiple ways. Yeah, especially with the new generation and the internet and everything. There's MySpace, Facebook,
Internet websites
around our school,
and
around our school.
It just spreads.
Yeah,
like
the word just
wildfire.
spreads. Yeah.
It's people taking initiative and seeing that what they do does make a difference in both communities and trying to establish that kind of bridging of resources.
Feels like, well, hey, we should help them. And just not keep it all to ourselves and buy like a giant Lego set.
Get involved at mamahope.org.
Maridadi kama